So, if you watched yesterday's video, you will know or probably remember that I said that there was another car that arrived as well, but I had to wait until a couple days or so, or the next day. I'm not sure, or I don't remember. Well, today we're going to review that car. Here is the 2017 Dover Int'l Speedway Monster Mile Spring Race for the AAA 400 Driver Autism. 400. I think I said that already. Program car. And I will let you know right now, the car, the blue, is not that shiny. It's a bit more calmer. So, yeah. And I will explain why this car is a bit more obscure later. But even though this will be in the thumbnail, I'm going to show you. Hang on. All right. I'm sorry. Stuttering happened again. I will show you the box. Much better. Here's the box. Dover Int'l Speedway number 1. That number 1. Again, sorry if my stuttering has been annoying and has been a problem. I can't really help it. Sometimes I just really want to pinch my mouth. I really do sometimes. But I'm not going to get too pissed in this review. This is going to be a happy review. So here we go. We got the Toyota. Yeah, I said 2017. For like early on with the Toyota promo cars or program cars or promos, if they're on the PTC mold, they will have the 2015 through 2016 body. Yeah. So yeah, these 2017 Toyota promos, most of them are going to have the old taillights and the old front light instead of the newer version of the Camry. I know those are chips, but you see that it's a bit more like different. And also the Toyota. You can see this window. And then see how this one goes all the way over there. It goes farther. Now, in some rare, and I mean rare cases, the same 2015-16 body, but it's got the 2017 through 2020 of the lights we have so far, the same ones, are on this car, 2017, for the fall race at Charlotte. I think I already reviewed this, so link in the description. You know what? I may as well just put them there and not say it anymore, because I think it might be getting annoying for you guys. But you know, I just like sharing all this information. I'll leave this as an example later. Alright, so getting back with this one, you will notice also that the catencies, it's kind of like of how they did the ones for Bristol. You see the promos, these sponsors. These sponsors are the regular versions. The reason why these are more special, because these ones are associated with the track. So for Bristol, you had Fuji, O'Reilly, First Tennessee, Nationwide, Mountain Dew, and Sunoco, and they added the Xfinity for fun. For here, it's the same thing. So you have AAA, which is obvious because that's the sponsor for the race. That race was Jimmy Johnson won, so that's cool. You have Acme, I'm not sure what that is. You have Pepsi, they have Smithfield. Of course, it's not much. It's only like a few sponsors, and plus, you have Sunoco, which is on almost every single car anyway. So, yeah. But you know, I always love those promos that have their own sponsors, you know? It's nice. You also had number one. Number one, Miles. This car is so obscure. Instead of having a date like usual, you have Miles. So it's like if Miles drove the thing. But in the thumbnail, I will also show you, you know, like the little sticker, like this Homestead promo. You have this like gray thing that will be in the thumbnail. It said Spring Program car, and I know that this is the spring race, so that's nice. You have the Monster Mile, Dover National Speedway, you got American Ethanol. You got Camry, XSE, Dover Speedway.com, number one, Toyota with that very, had some extra cool details on each side. And I just love how the car is number one, you know. Dover's number one for line now, because they made this. Back when promo cars were still good. Here's a bit of another spoiler. For good those of you who don't know, Lionel got lazy. I know that. I might get one. I might get another video that explains it better in the description. Yeah, that's it. And you have a good year. I will notice that the paint scheme it's not perfect, but you know, it's still a pretty nice looking car. So, what makes this car so obscure, or however it's pronounced? Well, along with those sponsors, program cars are supposed to have, you know, like the hyphen and 17. If it's 2018, it would have hyphen 18. If it was like 2019, you would have hyphen or whatever this is, and they have like the number, like if it was 19, if it was 19, it would mean 2019. If it's 16, you would have 16. If it's 17, you have 17. Here, it's just number one. That's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted this, because it's very unusual seeing Dover promos like this. And yes, there are more that were made that have number one. But in 2019, Lionel just put regular 19 because, you know, laziness at its finest. But I don't have it, but I've seen it before. I might upload something. I don't promise everything, but I might be able to find something. Dover, well, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, you also have the Monster Mile with some like wings. That's cool. Imagine if there were name banners, and then you would have like Miles the Monster or something. But of course, he'd be way too big. He would be like doing this. Raw. You know how he grabs a piece of the track, or he just climbs out of the track. You know, all of a sudden he rises from the asphalt and starts grabbing the car. Yeah. No, I think the reason why it's called the Monster Mile, or yeah, it's a scary place. I guess because of how the track is, you know, into. I guess I'm not so sure, but yeah, no, that's that. I don't think they actually do second program cars, so it would be kind of nonsensical if you put that over here. Now, if you had the fall race on here too, then that means that this car would be a universal car for the two races. But since you have the spring race logo in here, if you just said Dover, you this car might have been a re-release for the spring and then the fall race. Yeah. And have I showed you already? PTC mold? Oh, the black. Now I feel like the ones with the black are cheaper, and the ones with the white arm are sturdier because you see, it's not so bendable. Here though, is more bendable, and I think that's because they've got cheaper. But the reason why I think these versions are better, and that's how we use them for 2019 and 20 so far. The only reason why I think they're better because they can actually roll. I'm pretty sure back then when 2013 came out, WS and PTC mode cars probably could not roll as much, and the paint quality was much worse. This is just an example. Just an example. Now this was played with, so it's gonna have some paint chips. But you see how bad the quality is. You see how the you see how bad. You can just see this will stall. Yeah, it can't roll. These newer PTC mold cars, however, while they are probably cheaper, they do roll much nicer. Of course, this white base can also roll good too. But I know that this is a WS car. I just thought that they were the same, except the paint might be a bit worse than WS, but I'm starting to see why. The 2015 Spring Race at Bristol is on the PTC mold. Hang on. It is on the PTC mold, but it still has that, tire quality. And honestly, I do like them without the tires. The Goodyear tires. It just makes it look more faster for me, so that's one good thing to come out of it. And you all also notice that there are formats to the whole window section. It's not like a perfectly paint. But again, for me it doesn't matter because there's still cool cars to collect. For the recommendations, I totally recommend you get this one. There are only 2 sellers I think selling this right now, as of June 10th, 2020. So, yeah, that's it for that car. But very sweet for this car to have, a good outline to it. Oh, here's a good thing to spot. Not sure if you can see, there's interior, but I don't think the window goes fully into the cockpit anymore. I don't know. You will notice that the car has also its interior sides, but I feel like near the wheel it doesn't it. It just ends. It, it just ends too early. So yeah, these PTC mold cars have gotten cheaper, but if it allows them to roll much nicer, then let it be. Plus, the paint is a bit better. Heck, I have this Bristol Motor Speedway Food City 500 car. And this paint over here is literally starting to wrap. Again, this is WS, but I really couldn't care less. PTC and WLS are both bad. But you see how this one was crinkling? Or is my theory too screwed up and I'm getting all confused on which is actually better? I don't know. I really don't know. But, oh yeah, and you also have the two Toyotas at the side. So, that will do it for this review. And as always, like I always say, I will see you later for more diecast reviews coming to you soon. Peace. Man, what a car.